What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, and Courtney, and Vern. RateOptionAgency.com, 20 plus years selling on eBay. All right, we are at 4:15. Gonna do some shipping, get caught up since eBay is having issues today. If you didn't see my notes on the last video, I ended up calling, going, what's going on? There's something major going on when this is happening with my sales. So she looked into it and said, yes, they are having issues with items showing up in search. So I'm probably about, right now, $300 under where I normally am average for this time of the day. So they've cost me $300 thus far. But we'll see how the day ends out and plays out, but not good right now. But let's see what's sold, shall we? Ooh, a couple more of those. All right, let's go. All right, Ringo Starr, Goodnight Vienna on vinyl. Sold for $10, headed off to Colorado. Alrighty, we've got Tyler Roden purse. Biggity bam. Sold for $12.50, headed to Palm City, Florida. So far, I got a bunch of clothes listed, and this evening I'll probably be listing a bunch of vinyl. I got those 277 that I picked up, the Old Country vinyl that I picked up at the Honey Hole in the drafts, and those are the next items for pictures to be taken. So that will be the next 31,800. So after I get those vinyls up, I should be over 32,000 listings. So bunch of just closed today thus far, taking pictures, and now I'm making more drafts before I started shipping and probably after, and then do some vinyl later this evening along with some oddball items there, some shoes, remotes, more clothes. Those were today. But anyway, keep the ball rolling. Rolling. Alrighty, we got this media scan. Like newspaperish thing. If I can get to flip it open, see anything interesting. But this sold for, what year is this? I don't know. It doesn't really say. Quick look anyway. Sold for $10, headed to New Orleans. Are you ready for a cassette lot? Yeah. All right, headed to Kerrville, Texas. We've got 6 cassette singles, and they sold for $30. Are you ready for a cassette lot again? All right, taking advantage of my clearance. Buy 2 or more, get 50% off. $27.50 for these 11 cassettes. And it's headed to Naperville, Illinois. All right, I need absolute silence. I'm about to perform some surgery. Very delicate. I got my tweezers, got my super glue, got my sponge, got my cassette. Let's do this. Got some glue on the ends of that, dried glue. Come on. I'm trying to push, but you don't want to push too hard, get too much. Oh, shit. My hand hit the cassettes that the phone is sitting on, and I dropped it. That's funny. Accidents happen. See, my patient survived barely. Barely survived. The Rat Pack live at the Sands. That's not really the Rat Pack. I guess this was a musical or something. All right. Oh, London Cast. There it is. Yep. Cast recording. $10 going to Knoxville, Tennessee. I just packaged these as a lot since they were just some Christmas, generic Christmas stuff. And 11 CDs sold for $6. Headed to Harker Heights, Texas. I figured I'd sell. This is the only Judds I've sold this weekend because Naomi Judd, the mother, that's Winona, she passed away. She's only, what, 71, I think it was. Sold for $5, headed to Faith, South Dakota. Fifth Ward Boys, Keep It Poppin' CD, sealed. This was part of my Hastings buyout. $5, headed to Beaverton, Oregon. Beaverton, Oregon. Sounds like a damn good place. All right. The Time, Ice Cream Castles. Ice Cream Castle. Jungle Love. Yeah. Oh. They got a song called The Black Donald Trump. Love that song. So funny. All right. If the Kid Can't Make You Come. So dirty. Morris is so dirty. All right. This sold for $4. Headed to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I guess it would be Prince that was dirty since he wrote the songs. Did he write every song? I really love to see if he wrote every song. Let's see here. Produced by... All jams written by Morris Day except Jungle Love. Oh, so Prince didn't write any on these. This one. Okay. I don't see Prince's name anywhere on this one. Okay. All right. So he did not write those. But I know he wrote the Donald Trump Black version and then other hits that Morris did. Remember when this came out? I was in high school. All right, Motley Crue. Band number 1 in my book. Sold for $5. Headed to San Antonio, Texas. Strip Mind, What's in Your Mouth. I haven't listened to this in forever. I can only remember any of the songs on it. It's been so long. Sold for $6. Headed to Altoona, Pennsylvania. Fat Mattress in the vintage plastic snap case. Sold for $22. Headed to Rapid City, South Dakota. Alrighty, the Great Y&T cassette sold for $7. Headed back out to California, where the band's from. I guess he didn't get everything pulled for me. So I know this was recently sold. I'm gonna need both hands here. Alrighty, Dune, but this is an interview with Frank and David. Sealed cassette that's been in the store over 2 years. Finally sold for $45. Headed to Bridgeport, Connecticut. Alrighty, we got a Callaway 5-panel hat. Sold for $8. Headed to Northbrook, Illinois. Are you ready for a headlight? Yeah. All right, we got a women's Callaway golf hat. And then we got a woman's Get Funky hat. Get funky. All right, both together sold for $12. Headed to Germantown, Maryland. Are you ready for a Titleist hat light? Yeah. 2 lovely Titleist hats with the yellow popping and the yellow popping. Both together sold for $19. Headed to Tiger, Georgia. All right, we got this just army style distressed hat. Sold for $6. Headed up to Canada. All right, he's got this blank short billed hat here. Sold for $9. Headed to Seattle, Washington. You ready for a shirt lot? Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm wondering if I'm sold out of these now. They've been selling faster than I thought they would, to be honest with you. Those 4 and 5X shirts. These are 4X, Florida. both together. So for 14 bucks, headed down or over to North Carolina. All right, Psycho Sorcery, Charlotte, North Carolina. Cool hat, yeah. So for $34 and going to Santa Monica, California. Life is good, 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 good. Hat sold for $9, headed to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. You know, I'm actually playing with the idea. How in the first video, or this morning's video, I was talking about how I'm going to take my promoted from like 20 down to 10 when they start taking more. But I'm wondering, I'm thinking I may just raise my prices 10%. Then I could keep the value of the promoted. I don't know. We'll see. Playing with the idea. I'll run a bunch of numbers and see what looks the best. But anyway. All right, we've got this blank neon hat sold for $12.50. Headed to California because I think I'm underpricing a lot of my stuff. So, and here lately when I've been listing, I've been upping the price a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. But I may go that route. We'll see. St. Louis Blues shirt. Been in the store over 2 years. Why, I'm not sure. Why it didn't sell, that is. So for $8, headed to Atlanta, Georgia. Got a big old floppy sun hat here. Floral in design. Floral print. So for $6, headed to St. Petersburg, Florida. I probably need that in Florida, don't you think? Maybe. I think there's a lot of sun out there. Batman. Batman. All right. Speaking of prints earlier, Biggity Bam. So for $7, headed to Auburn, Massachusetts. Jackson Brown vinyl running on empty. So for $7, headed to New London, Iowa. Wonder if the people in Old London are pissed off. Like, we're going to make a new London. We're going to make it in the U.S. Screw you guys. How come, like, cities don't have to follow the new rule? Like, you can only put new on a product for like 6 months and then you have to take it off. Like, new Coke. But, when does New London, Iowa become just London, Iowa? It should have after 6 months, I would think. And don't get me started with New Mexico. Deca corduroy hat. Going to Canada. Sold for $11. 11. All right, we got this classical piece here. Sold for $7. And headed to San Dimas, California. Excellent. Kenny Wayne Shepherd CD, sealed, sold for $7. Headed to Port Angeles, Washington. We're going to take a little break because stamps.com stopped working. Got about 11 more left. So we'll come back in a few hours and get cleaned up for the day. So all this stuff can go out mañana. All right. I hit the button before I got done talking. We shall return. You ready, girl? I'm back. I'm the man behind the mask. And he's out of control. He's back. Well, today, it's picking back up, so I'm guessing they got it fixed. So we're going on 830. I'm getting ready to hit 700. So bouncing back pretty good, thankfully. Thankfully. All right, let's see if Stamps is working properly now. Are you ready for a cassette light? Yeah. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome and Animal House on cassette. Taking advantage of my clearance sale. Buy 2 or more, get 50% off. Both of these for $5 going to White Lake, Michigan. Why White Lake? Huh? Why is the lake so racist? Dang. Into the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Wait, what'd you say? Darling, it's better down where it's wetter? You're so dirty for a cartoon. Oh my God. Disney Little Mermaid songs from the sea. So for $6.50, headed up to Chicago. So, are you ready for a CD lot? Yeah. Taking advantage of my clearance. Buy 2 or more, get 50% off. 4 CDs for $10. Going to Rocklin, California. Boom. Boom. Look at that sexy hair. Ooh. Unwritten law. And the cooks. All right. 4 CDs, $10. Here we go again. Are you ready for a cassette single lot? 2 Genesis, 1 Red Hot Chili Peppers. Taking advantage of my clearance sale. Say it with me now. Buy 2 or more items, get 50% off. Yeah. All right. So $7.50 for these 3 going to Grand Prairie, Texas. So this was like an import thing, but when I listed it from Japan, when I listed it though, I could not find anybody had it online. So I listed it really high, and it's been in store over 2 years. And I finally got an offer on it, so I accepted it for $20. So Elk River, Minnesota is where it's headed. Blue Water Grill. Hat sold for $8, headed to Clearwater, Florida. What did I see or hear or something that's got Ozzy stuck in my head? Killer of Giants. Killer of Giants threatens us all. I know I didn't hear this song today. I don't know. Anyway. Whitetail Unlimited hat sold for $5.50, headed to Panama, New York. All right, we got North Dakota vintage sweatshirt. Took an offer for $6, headed to Irving, Texas. Buddy Holly and Peggy Sue and Everyday 45 sold for $7, headed to Franklin Park, Illinois. I scared you. I scared you, didn't I? My baby. I scared my baby girl. What's up, kids? Did you get any extra food? Did you get any extra? We all ate dinner. And of course, they stick around hoping for some table scraps. Right, kiddos? My cutie babies. Me cutie babies. Alrighty, we got a Gulf Shore, Alabama. Hey, that's where my thrift trip was. Sold for $6, headed to Fall River, Massachusetts. They're hanging between. If they hear anything food related, they're going to run back upstairs. If not, they're going to chill with me for a little bit. The Chilites greatest hits sold for $12.50, headed to Jersey Village, Texas. Alice Cooper. Vinyl sold for $7, headed to Woden, Iowa. Tevin Campbell. Can we talk? I don't know if you got a mouth and vocal cords. I guess you can. All right, going to New Zealand. Sold for $7. She likes it when I have to get down here to get a CD or something. Don't you, baby girl? Because you get some loving. Yes. Oh, that felt good. That feels good. Oh, here, Itchy. Here he comes. Here he comes. We're going to hide from him. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. All right. What's up? Huh? Can I get some lovins too? I want some pets. Call some pets. I'll sit down for you if you rub my belly. Oh, you got your itchy too? Oh yeah, they feel so good. They feel so good. All right. Chess Blues Classic, 57 to 67, sold for $5. Headed to Louisville, Kentucky. I'm not leaving you yet. I'm not leaving you. The St. Louis Cardinals sold for $60, headed to Utah. Adrian's girlfriend Erica, she's going to Nebraska for the next 2 years in August to go to school. I told her her mission while she's there is to find me some thrift stores to shop at. So when Adrian comes up, we can come up with him and shop in thrift stores. So she found some Goodwill, or at least a Goodwill outlet, and a St. Vincent de Paul so far. So she just had to tell me that. So we got Howdy Doody time. I don't know Howdy Doody's voice. That was a little bit before my time. I think my brother grew up on Howdy Doody. He was 15 years older than me. So, but we got this little Howdy Doody. I got him at the Honey Hole, and I want to say I paid too much for him, but I couldn't leave him behind. What'd they have on him? I think they had like $10 on him. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna make no money off this guy, but I'm not leaving him behind. It was the day I found those games also. Plus, overall, the average, I'm spend there is a lot lower, but I'm like, I'm not gonna leave him behind. It that Cooties game and a couple of other those toys, those Santa toys. They were all together, so I'm like, I'm not leaving him behind. They overpriced him, but dang, he sold for $14, and he's going up to Canada, so I'll make a little bit off the shipping at least. Headed up to Canada, we've got the Pelican light gun for the Sega Dreamcast. Sold for $56. $56. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. Hollywood Casino hat, been in the store well over 2 years. Sold for $8. Headed to Indianapolis, Indiana. The world famous Budweiser Clydesdales. Sold for $14. Headed to California. Dun, 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 dun. I forget how their march goes. Dun, dun, dun. I forget. Never mind. We're getting to the end of this video. I just want to say, stop listening to everybody on YouTube, no matter how many people follow them. There's some people I feel are abusing their influence, who just like to scare the hell out of eBay sellers. The whole terms and agreement thing. If you want to know what it really means, talk to a professional. Don't listen to people on YouTube. People are freaking out over that just as much as they were when Daily Refinements was scaring everybody that they were going to get suspended for doing nothing. Stop it with these fear tactics. Fear tactics and negative is what sells. So that's what they're going to do to push, to get views and to make their money. Stop falling for it. Just don't. Oh man, it's just so annoying. Oh, and another word of advice. If you're taking advice from somebody who failed at doing something, don't be surprised if you fail also. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, Federal Mogul hat sold for $10. Headed to Jacksonville, Florida. All right, unknown DC logo, some Little League team, I'm sure. Sold for $9. Headed to San Antonio, Texas. It took me extra long to find this because it fell out of the tote. And I ended up putting it up on top of a shelf, right? But as I'm going through the tote and couldn't find it, I went through the tote 3 times, making sure I didn't miss it. And I wrote a song while I was doing it. Would you like to hear it? Just so, because after today, I'll probably forget it and never know it existed. So now it'll be on record. Pittsburgh Pirates, Pittsburgh Pirates, where are you? Where are you? Pittsburgh Pirates, Pittsburgh Pirates, where are you? Where are you? And that's pretty much it. And I just kept singing that over and over and over until I found it. So it worked. So if you're looking for a Pittsburgh Pirates hat that you cannot find that you sold, sing that song and you will find it. Maybe. Sold for $7. Headed to Jackson, Tennessee. Unlimited. I've been finding lots of Ducks Unlimited. When I find Ducks Unlimited, I usually find them in the boatload of like 5, 6, 7, 10 hats together. It's crazy. This one sold for $9. Headed to Greer, South Carolina. Fire and Rescue. Hat sold for $10. Headed to Stockton, Missouri. Highway 22, auto sales and body shop. Auto salvage also. That should tell you a little bit about the cars they sell, I'm telling you. Salvage, body shop. Be very, very careful. Probably not even around anymore. Sold for $9. Headed to Arcadia, California. Fighting Illini. Sold for $10. Headed to Carlton, Texas. Boom, 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 boom. Can you believe I was not really into Metallica until the Black album came out? That's when the hardcore fans stopped being into Metallica, or at least they said they stopped being. But that's like when I've noticed them, I'm like, whoa. But then again, I did hear Seek and Destroy. I love that song. And I did love Master of Puppets. So I guess I can't really say the Black album got me into him, because Master of Puppets kind of got me into him. So I just remember being very excited when the Black album came out, because I really liked it. Loved the sound of that album, and so many hardcore fans hated it. So I guess Masters is the album that got me into Metallica, because I had a friend who gave me a copy of it. But Seek and Destroy, I love that song. Searching, seek and destroy. Searching, seek and destroy. But we've got the Walmart limited edition Fire Engine Red vinyl, sealed, sold for $45. Head to Lawrenceville, Georgia. Got these cool vintage Zubas, I guess they're called. I got a few different ones. I remember when Adrian found these over at the bins. He had I think he found about 5 different ones, and he kept 2, and then I'm selling 3, and I finally got to them the other day out of storage and put them up. So this one finally sold. Chicago Bears. Boom. I remember people wearing these, mostly like the workout buffs back in the 80s would wear these things. But this sold for $25. Headed to St. Louis Park, Minnesota. The workout buffs would be wearing them with their wife beater tank top, with their fanny pack, with their small penis. Okay, I don't know about that. I'm just speculating there and guessing. But anyway. All right, I think I'm going to call it. We got 3 more, but I'll save that for morning, because it's already 9:30. So I'm going to get my children's out front, run with them for a little bit. It's funny how they are trained to stay in the yard. My front yard, they don't leave it. They know exactly where my grass cuts off and the neighbor's grass starts on both sides. They know not to go past it. But what's cool is the past dogs would train these dogs. The first one I could take out front was a mini monster, a little black lab I had, who I didn't have him long because he had a lot of health issues, because he was raised left to fend for himself on a farm, and he ate a lot of rabbits and stuff, and that's not bad. It's bad for a dog if they're not treated with heartworms and all kinds of stuff. So after his initial medical procedures he had to have done, he started having seizures and stuff, and he couldn't really jump up on the couch anymore and stuff. So he's a totally changed puppy, but he was the first one I trained to stay in the front yard. Then he trained my 2 Greyhound girls. Well, I guess I kind of helped train, but they kind of followed his lead, the 2 Greyhound girls. And then when we got Courtney, we had what did we have? We had both Greyhound girls still. So they trained Courtney to stay in a certain perimeter, and then they passed away, and Courtney has trained Vern to stay in a certain perimeter. So it's kind of cool how they've all, of course, they know when they pass and I go, no, they know to go back, but they kind of follow the other one's lead until they get comfortable with it. But God, why am I talking? Because it's 9:30, James. That's what you do at night. All right, I'm turning everything off. Going to take these kids out front. Going to relax, watch TV for a couple hours as I slip into slumber, and get back at it tomorrow. I'm probably going to take the week off from going to the honey hole, since I spent so much last week on all that vinyl. And I mean, I spent over $300 just in one alone. So I think I'm going to take this week off and just keep pounding away and plus I hit the Goodwill outlet, and that was $200. So I'm going to just power list all that stuff this week and probably stay away. I might go one day maybe just to get out of the house. Hopefully it's nice weather and I can get out and ride my bike. So I can get out and enjoy the weather. So, but anyway, all right. Thanks everybody for watching, and we shall see you in the next video.